Greetings, ghouls and goblins, I'm White Universe, and I'm White Nerdy, and happy Lazyween as we continue it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't really have like a creative introduction for this one. I might not even do the creative introduction, maybe, from now on, because kind of like we're getting into November, which I have to, plan my November schedule for reviews, which I only know two that I'm gonna do, which is why I'm asking you guys for help if you think of anything. For review time for November after Lazyween is all done over with, then let me know. And that is also why I post polls on Twitter because it helps in me schedule my stuff. The only month that I have scheduled was Lazyween for October and also December for both top tens and also Christmas themed reviews. So yeah, November is gonna be kind of confusing for me, but I'll try to meld it all together. I also had a very stressful weekend as I'm recording this, pre-recording this, the weekend of the 7th and 8th. So yeah. So, but anyways, in the world of manga, which is what we're talking about today, so let's talk about the world of manga. I mentioned it in my previous video that we were going to talk about a very famous swordsman in the world of manga. And I bet a lot of people are probably thinking like Ichigo Kurosaki, Blue Exorcist, Inuyasha, but that's not the case. No, instead we're going to be focusing on a kind of lesser known, in a sense, property. I think like maybe the anime, how much I'm on, I think that maybe the anime is more popular than the manga version. But we're going to be talking about Demon Slayer, the first two volumes of Demon Slayer since that's all that I have. Demon Slayer or Kimetsu no Yaiba is a great anime to read, but for some of my fans out there, this is a more slow-paced read. So as you expect in like Dragon Ball or Bleach, where it's mostly like high intense action, yeah, I'm sorry, but Demon Slayer is a lot more toned down, specifically that the first volume of it is mostly setting up our main characters, and especially setting up the world and universe, and also the tale of the journey of our main character, Tenjiro. So it's kind of a nice little nod and reference in here. But here's the thing. What I was trying to say in my High School of the Dead review is that for High School of the Dead, it looks better in color than it probably would in black and white. I mean, since it is like a zombie story, and usually you want your like zombie story to look more stylized instead of like your traditional black and white. I have nothing against manga being in black and white. I'm just saying for that certain point of view, it kind of feels like it was more stylized when it was in color instead of the traditional black and white. However, with Demon Slayer, it plays out much like an old-fashioned movie, for example, like To Kill a Mockingbird or the original 1954 Godzilla. So, Demon Slayer is a terrific manga worth reading. It definitely is so, especially how it kind of begins its main story by having Tanjiro and his family. They're living in traditional, basically, I would say like traditional imperial China. It takes place, I think, during the Edo period of Japan. So, they're kind of living a nice, quiet life, but the quiet life is soon turned around. His quiet life is soon turned for the worse, especially when he realizes, oh shit, my parents are dead. But that's not even the worst part. His own baby sister Nico, has been transformed into a demon herself, which leads Tanjiro to try and figure out if he can change her back to normal and get revenge for his parents. I already liked the change that the manga was doing with introducing to the characters like this, like having Tenjiro just lose his parents while going and getting coal of all things to keep his parents warm because this manga takes place during the winter when the demon attacked. The demon, instead of killing his sister, decides to kind of fuck with him a little bit and transform his sister into a bloodthirsty demon. But then on top of that, he had to try to figure out how to keep himself from killing his own baby sister, and then also trying to like revenge his parents and also save the world at the same time. it's that kind of premise when it comes to Demon Slayer or Kimetsu no Yaiba that makes it so intriguing. And also the fact that I love Tenjiro's and his sister um, Nico's or Neko's relationship. It feels so sincere, and as both a little brother and a big brother, this hits right at home with me because, yeah, I've had this kind. Well, I mean, my sisters are not demons for God's sakes. I mean, they're not fucking Maria from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Is that what you're thinking?
Talk about a bad way to start the day. Who do a thing like that anyway?
Their relationship actually does feel unique. It feels surprising. And especially, yeah, when his sister is calmed down after whatever the hell that a shaman or something did, it actually makes it more sincere of what's going on, and especially that he carries her in a very large basket. But even for Nico herself, she is a fucking champion at life for doing this. I mean, holy shit, she actually decapitates a fucking demon just by kicking the damn head off for one thing. But his fate seems to turn around when he meets the mysterious master who only wears a Tengu mask. He doesn't know who he is, he doesn't know where he comes from, but he wants to help him and teach him in the way of a swordsman and teach him how to be a demon slayer. And I mean, his master, the first one that he gets, the one in the Tengu mask, really makes him do a whole lot of really terrible things. He puts the boy through fucking trauma. I mean, he throws rocks at him. He freaking hits him with everything that he can. He challenges him to fucking go up a mountain. It feels like that scene from Batman Begins, you know, when Ra's al Ghul puts Bruce Wayne through the most epic of tortures to kind of have him learn that revenge is not really the answer that you want to do with your parents, and vengeance is not quite the goal that you want it to be. But at the same time, he's putting this boy through all this trauma, and it's like, what is stopping this young boy from going after you and saying, hey, you come here, and just decapitating you, just like his sister did to that demon? It's almost like soccer goal worthy. It felt so damn worthy just to make a good joke out of it. And in fact, you know, when decapitating a demon, you never see these things quite go as well as you'd planned. But goddamn, we have to make a nice joke here, and I think I got just the one for the decapitating demon. But the final test of it all, it's the biggest one for Tanjiro. His master gives him a boulder to get rid of. If he can split the boulder right in half, he will choose him to train him. If he cannot, then he will not move on to the final test. And it would, through the help of a ghost child, yes, that's not even a joke, it's actually well established, he actually split the goddamn boulder straight in two. So I know what you're wondering, but Lazy, what about the second volume? The second volume's actually pretty good and decent, but mostly it contains of him mostly going after demons and slaying demons all around Japan. It's creepy for the holiday season and pretty decent all the way around that it is, so I would recommend reading it yourself because it's a pretty great read. But to summarize it, mostly, yeah, he has to face off against demons and he learns that demons can hide their faces in human form. But despite all that, the second volume actually had some of the best fight scenes into it because the first volume was mostly him training and learning how to use his sword, with the second volume being kind of a relief from that and that it's all mostly fight scenes and him taking down demon after demon. Simply put, Kimetsu no Yaiba is a great manga read. I know I kind of went through it pretty quickly, but there is a whole lot of story that happens here, which I really want to mostly get people interested in reading this, especially if they have seen the anime itself, whether it be the anime movie or the series entirely, or even play the video game, because I think there is a Kimetsu No Yaiba or Demon Slayer video game, right? Or a couple of them? I think I might. But yeah, but this I will warn people in case they're wondering, like, is this will be like Dragon Ball Z or Bleach or Sailor Moon or Hunter x Hunter or a lot of other famous series that kind of have high involved action going into it. Not so much. Demon Slayer is like a great horror movie. It takes its time and its build up is rather nice, especially when you get down into it. It's a story about a brother trying to not only save his sister, but revenge his parents at the same time. So it's kind of like a what if story if you can imagine Batman's parents still being shot, but Batman had to take care of a younger sister if he ever had one. It's a nice touch. It also is very much inspired by the infamous manga or story or folklore or mythology of Lone Wolf and Cub. It's easy to see that in here, and especially as a person that has seen some of the episodes of the Lone Wolf and Cub TV series, I really do get the reference. I highly see it, especially the way how Kenjiro carries Nico around. It's very similar to how the lone wolf would carry the cub around. It is so highly freaking ridiculously blatant in this freaking review or in this manga series. The action sequences are impressive, and especially that I am going to butcher his name or her name, the mangaka's name here. Let me see. Koyoharu Gotag. Um, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name. But they did a great job with both the story and the artwork, taking something that is a terrifying concept in itself, Onis, or demons, and transforming it even into a more terrifying tale, but keeping it lighthearted so it's not too dark. But I will have to say that the demon sequences are some of the creepiest things ever, and specifically the demonic children that Tenjiro meets at the beginning of Volume 2. Yeesh! Those things are terrifying. But it's a great series all the way around. It's a fun little samurai story that's kind of like combining, like I said, like Lone Wolf and Cub, but if you throw in demons in the mixed bag as well. It's definitely right also for the Lazyween or October season. So it's great just to see. Well, no, I don't do my vinyl pop rating for comic books same like I do with TV shows. It seems kind of dumb in my regards. I could change it in the future, but I don't think that I will. I think that I'll leave the Funko Pop rating to movies that I review or see. So, with any case and scenario, Demon Slayer is a great read. Well, yes, it's sad I only own the first two volumes. The two volumes are spectacular. The story and artwork is amazing. The characters are all likable. And in fact, because I'm a brother, and I can just say it regardless, either both, in the older variety and also in the younger variety, I love the relationship between Tanjiro and Nico. It's kind of the highlight of the manga series. And also the terrifying effect that a demon can be wearing anybody's skin is just downright terrible. It's just downright hideous to think about. I mean, just think about it. You're alone with a person, and the next thing you know is that they start doing something like this right in fucking front of you. I love the fact that I probably made a lot of my viewers very squeamish when that happened, and I don't care. Like, someone at least should have expected it. I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street is my favorite film franchise. I wasn't exactly hiding it against anybody. And while people can pick on Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge is not that good, you gotta admit, the Freddy coming out of Jesse's scene it's probably the biggest highlight of the movie. It had some very great special effects. Not really great as like the first movie, New Nightmare, or even The Dream Warriors, but it stands up there. What? We demons could literally come out of people like that. You have to think of the possibilities. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Anyways, check out Demon Slayer if you haven't already, or Kimetsu No Yaiba. I think that it's a great read, even though I only own the first 2 volumes, and don't spoil it for me, but let me know if it gets even better later on in the read. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me at Twitter with the link in the description down below to see what other else that I'm working on, or if you want to help out and if I whenever I do a Twitter poll and suggestion like what I should review this coming November, because like I said, I only have this month and December planned for my reviews. The only thing I have planned in November is a top 10, starting the top 10 best of year list and countdown. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter with the link in the description down below. And also, thank you so much for enjoying or viewing this video. Come back next time, because we're still going to take a little small break away from movies for a bit. And I'm going to talk about an anime that has to do with probably the most kick-ass princess in the world. She could probably even teach Princess Peach a thing or two about being badass. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for that if you want to. Be sure to stay subscribed to the channel. Anyways, everyone in the universe, everyone you nerdy, keep your canon, take care, and as always, gang, stay spooky, and watch out for those demons hiding in human clothing.